Hello and welcome, my beautiful Intentional Attention ASMR collective. Today I wanted to do another leftovers for lunch video for you, but instead of it being leftovers, I went out and got a burrito. Specifically, I got a vegan soy pasteur burrito that uses soy curls instead of meat, but also has pineapple in it. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like pineapple in meals, then I don't think that you would like this very much. But my intention today is to create a rambly and tingly ASMR video for you as we simply sit together and eat some lunch together. As you're seeing on the screen right now, I have the burrito, a red sauce, and a green sauce, and a really crinkly, wonderful plastic bag. I also have a sparkling water soda that I'm going to open for you so that you can begin to feel relaxed. I hope that you enjoy this two-camera view, as I am constantly evolving and doing my best to create a comforting and tingly and wonderful experience for you. And sometimes the more that you can see things, the more tingles you receive. So I'm simply using my fingers to tap on this can before I open it and enjoy this cool beverage. And if that didn't really do it for you, I'm going to replay this video at its full intended volume. And as we have experienced in the past, we have relaxed together in the middle of the day in order to renew ourselves so that we can have a good second half of the workday. And we celebrate what we've done already. And in my case, I walked up to a restaurant and got this burrito to go. And I've talked about it in the past, but I do live in the Pacific Northwest, and it does very much embrace food and art and things that distract us from the incredibly crazy amount of rain and basically not very good weather that we have. Now, of course, that's not true in all cases. Some days it's very nice. And I think that just like life, when those really good days come around, when those days where it's sunshiny and 70 degrees out and quite literally perfect, it just makes everything seem so much better. Now, along with this burrito, today I went ahead and got a couple different sauces. I mentioned them before. One is green and one is red. The green sauce is a milder avocado sauce, and the hot sauce is a red hotter than the green sauce type sauce. So I actually really don't think that I have a favorite between these. They were both very good, but they were good for their own unique properties. And I'm sure that you know exactly what I mean. Why you would say that one would be not offensive and one would be incredibly okay. And while I do enjoy the different flavors that it brings, it's really the combination of the parts, the combination of the soy pasteur and the combination of the cool pineapple mixing with the spice of the sauce. And just like anything else in life, it creates that wonderful, unique, and special thing. In this particular case, the thing was a taste inside of my mouth. And as you listen to many different ASMR artists and ASMR artists who have different cadences and speed and triggers and things that they do, it's the combination that can give you tingles. And I'm sure you've experienced it this way sometimes too, where some days you experience a ton of tingles all the time. And some days it's really hard to tingle. So there's a build-up, a build-up, a build-up, and then a release. And just like anything in life, there is tension and release. And life is almost like a rubber band. Same with relationships, right? Sometimes it's taut and things have conflict and they feel really heavy, like they could almost break. And sometimes there's loose and wider and able to have flexibility, what I like to refer to as elasticity in them. And that's just the beauty and the nature of the difference of evolution that occurs for us. And I would like to know what you find to be imperative in your evolution. What are things that you have experienced that maybe you didn't experience before, but in the context of something special, like finding ASMR? Like, for example, I always knew that certain parts of me would tingle, meaning my feet and the back of my neck and my lower back, when people would do nice things for me as a kid. And it never occurred to me that that was something that I could control or something that I would look forward to way later in my life. Because we now know it's not just our feelings, it's literal science has told us that relaxing, being able to be in a state of non-stress, letting go, allowing nothing to occur, is a beautiful and wonderful context that allows us to really have anything we want. And what I mean by that is, when you come from nothing, meaning that there's no attachment to things, there's no baggage, there's no extra added on things, you literally are just with whatever it is, with that person, with that thought, with that feeling, with that emotion, and you extract the meaning, meaning that you come from nothing with it. You can do anything you want with it. And that's how people who have experienced trauma are able to turn things around. I had a huge, giant breakthrough when I extracted the meaning of trauma that happened to me back in 2015. So I'm sort of living proof that both the scientific elements of that, not just reframing like in the NLP sense of it, but moreover the idea of literally coming from nothing, almost like in kind of a Buddhist sense, allows us to create anything that we want from it. And that is just my own personal take. I mean, all of this that we do here is just the relation to each other that we feel is important and honestly worthwhile. And so I'm going to actually conclude this. I couldn't eat this entire burrito in one setting. It felt just a little bit too heavy for me. And so by listening to my body, I was able to say, you know what, let's just save the rest of this for later. I'm a big leftovers guy anyway, as you actually know. And so I really, really hope that this rambling was tingly for you. Maybe we were able to become better friends by this expression. And as always, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Now, what I'm going to do is at the end of this video, I am going to rerun this with no talking, so no rambly part of it. And then I'm going to play it more at full volume, but also at the full volume element of it, I'm going to use the other 1 minute cuts. So what you saw in camera 1, for example, in the beginning of this, is now going to become camera 2. So it'll all make sense once you do it. And I hope that this allows you to go to sleep and allows you to have a little more comfort and relaxation in your life. First and foremost, remember that I love you and I care about you. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and I will talk to you very soon. Love you.